Rockbeard presents 10 people who faked their kidnappings. Number 1. Easily the dumbest person on this list faked a kidnapping and asked for a hefty ransom. The only thing is, she turned up alone to pick up the ransom. Needless to say, she and everyone else of suitable age was charged with serious criminal charges for the actions, and those that weren't of suitable age were almost certainly punished by their parents. Number 2. Beverly went missing in the middle of her shift. A co-worker called her when she didn't return from her break. When she answered, she claimed her boyfriend was holding her against her will. The police spent hours looking for her and her boyfriend. When they found them, she admitted she just didn't want to go back to work. Number 3. This girl's parents received a text from their daughter's phone demanding they pay $3,200 for their daughter, or the kidnapper would pimp her out to a bar owner. The police immediately began investigating, and one of the first places they looked was at the girl's friend's house, only to find her inside watching the World Cup. Turns out she lost $161 betting on the World Cup and decided to ransom her parents rather than live on the skimp for a while. Number 4. Another unnamed boy was found 100 miles from his home. He claimed he managed to escape from a muscular European man in his mid-30s with a scar on his cheek. That's how you know he's a bad guy. Police searched for his kidnapper for a month, but eventually, when they checked the security footage from his hometown, they grew suspicious. They re-questioned him and he admitted he faked it in order to get out of going to the dentist. Number 5. Ramel was missing for 2 weeks. No one knew where he was until they found him tied up with duct tape in the middle of the street. Presumably due to the fact that he tied himself up, the duct tape roll was still dangling from his wrists. This led the police to be suspicious. Turns out he just went away for 2 weeks without any notice and faked a kidnapping to escape his girlfriend's wrath. Number 6. In 1991, Fairley was a reasonably well-known Australian singer. Not exactly famous, but she had enough clout to make her money by singing in a casino lounge. She went missing on the 15th of December 1991, and the media lapped the story up like a thirsty cat in front of a bowl of milk. She was found a while later tied up and blindfolded by a roadside. But since it was covered on the news, the cleaner from the motel she stayed at recognized her and dobbed her in. Number 7. Matthew went missing in January 2013. His car was found abandoned near an airport with a smashed window. 2 days later, he turned up with cuts and burns all over his body. The police pretty quickly figured out the whole story was fake and that he was just trying to somehow hide the fact that he lost $2 million of his father-in-law's money in bad investments. Number 8. Right before her marriage, Jennifer went missing without a trace. A few days later, she called from a payphone saying she was kidnapped by a couple in their 40s in a blue van who then sexually assaulted her for 3 days. When she arrived home, she admitted that the pressure to get married was just too much for her. She broke it off with her fiancé and then sued him. Number 9. 19-year-old Aftab sent a text to his parents saying that he was kidnapped and not to call the police or he'd be killed. Of course, they called them anyway. The FBI even got involved. But they couldn't find him. Turns out he was hiding in a tent out in the country and ended up coming home when it started raining. After a lot of cross-examination, he admitted he faked the whole thing because he got an F at university. Number 10. I'm assuming they didn't release his name because a dumb thing done as a kid shouldn't haunt you for the rest of your life, but this boy did certainly go far and beyond. He sent a text to his father stating that he was kidnapped. Roadblocks were put up, police were worrying about looking for him, but the father noticed the keys to his second apartment were missing and they found him there. Turns out he just really didn't want his parent-teacher interview to happen. Well, thank you for watching another amazing video, and please remember to hit the subscribe box for many more.